Hello friends, it's Rachelle here, and in this vlog I will be taking you along with me around film school. Every morning I will make my bed, then I will make myself some breakfast, and then I will read a chapter of whatever book I'm currently reading in the moment. This is how I fit in reading into my busy schedule as a student. Good morning guys, I am still kind of sleepy, but I need to wake myself up because I have class in about 10 minutes. This class I have right now on a Monday morning is writing for television. This is actually one of my favorite classes because in this class we are actually developing our own TV shows. We're actually doing the whole process of creating a TV show in this class. So we brainstormed and made the concept, and then now we're actually getting to write it. I think this class is pretty cool and it's actually kind of helpful for my future because in the future I would really love to get into writing for television. It would be very exciting to be part of a writing team and working for a TV show out there, and then somehow work my way up to being a showrunner or the creator of my own TV show. That is definitely years away though. I mean, I still need to figure out how to get there and gain the experience first. It's a long process, but I can't wait for the journey. It's definitely going to be hard, but it will also be rewarding at the same time. To prepare for this class, I had to watch an episode of a TV show because in this class we're going to break down and analyze the first episode in the series. The show I had to watch is called Broadchurch. The show is about the murder of a young boy in a small coastal town that brings a media frenzy, which threatens to tear our community apart. Yeah, I was pretty hooked in the first episode, so I just want to keep watching to know what happens. I don't know when I'm going to continue and finish it yet, but hopefully it's soon. That is one of the things I have to do for this class, but I also have to submit the first draft of my pilot episode for my TV show. The pilot is the first episode in the first season of any show. Usually TV shows will have a title for every episode, but the first episode is always called a pilot. I actually enjoyed writing it. I'm actually writing a comedy, so my script ended up being 29 pages long. To be honest, I actually wrote that script a lot faster than I thought I would. But also I know that once my prof marks it, I'm going to get a whole bunch of notes back and I'm going to change a lot of things for the second draft of the episode. That is actually a future assignment that I have to do that will be due in a couple of weeks. It is 1 minute until my class, so I need to log into Zoom and attend class.
You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides.
Alright friends, it is now a little bit later. I finished my class and then I got some food, and now I have a little bit of time to do some schoolwork. So right now I plan to do some work for my writing for television class. An assignment I have to submit later on is an outline for episode 2 of my TV show. But before I get to the outline, I have to do something called a beat sheet. Basically the steps to write a script is a beat sheet, an outline, and then the actual script. Yeah, so I haven't done anything for episode 2 of my TV show yet, so that is why I need to get cracking on my beat sheet today. For those of you who don't know what a beat sheet is, it is basically a document that assists writers with story development. So a beat is like the smallest unit of storytelling. Each beat of your story is like a plot point. Essentially, it is an event that reveals conflict and it pushes the story forward. Each beat in your story, or for my case in my episode, should have an emotional component and an obstacle for the characters to overcome. That is what drives the story forward. Yeah, so this document I have to write a whole bunch of beats plotting out the entire story of the episode. For me personally, I think the beat sheet is something really important, so I'm going to work on that for the next few hours. I don't think I'm going to finish just because I don't have any idea of where the second episode is going to go yet.
What she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be.
Hi guys, it is now late at night. For the last few hours, I didn't vlog because I practically did nothing. I haven't even done a good chunk of my beat sheet yet. I spent so many hours today procrastinating because I currently have writer's block. I just don't know where the story should go in episode 2 yet. I'm so sad. I mean, the one thing that sucks about storytelling is having writer's block and when you have a deadline. I really don't think I can think any more about this tonight, so I think I'm gonna do something else. I should be going to bed soon, but before I do, I need to get something done for a future sponsorship, so I'm gonna go do that now. I can't really say which company this partnership is with right now, but basically what I'm gonna do right now is figure out how I want that, I guess, ad to appear in that video. If you see my previous videos, I always do a bit of talking, but I might include a screen recording of the website in this one. I'm not sure yet. If I do decide on that, I am going to be filming that right now. After doing some work for YouTube, I decided to read another chapter of my book before going to bed. I find that reading is just a very chill way to end off a day. On Tuesday, I spent my entire morning getting some schoolwork done. I was just working on stuff for my writing for television class. I was actually trying to finish that beat sheet. I am so dead today, it's not even funny. I feel like I got a decent amount of sleep last night, but I'm still so tired. I feel like no matter how much sleep I get, I'll always be tired because it's the buildup of not getting enough sleep over time. I'm sure a lot of you can relate because that is the life of a student. Anyway, right now I want to go head to school because my documentary class is in person. But before I commute to school, I need to make a pit stop. I need to go to a music shop to rent some equipment because I am working on a film next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. I am the sound recorders on that project, and specifically for this project I need to source my own equipment. I'm not going to take the equipment out now, but I'm going to go into the store just to book the equipment for next weekend. I don't normally get film gear from a music shop. You would usually go to an audio camera rental house, but the rental house near me doesn't have everything I need. Luckily, the music shop near me actually has audio gear in stock, and they also have rental gear for audio. Honestly, I didn't know until recently that music shops sometimes do carry sound recording equipment. For the longest time, I thought music shops only sold instruments. Alright, let's go book some equipment.
They gathered by the sea, sand people anxiously. Not once did speak to me. When tides came, did not flee.
Hi, I just finished my doc class, and now we're gonna start editing our doc.
We got a ton of feedback, so we're going to be working on that, and hopefully we'll come up with something.
Fingers crossed, because making a documentary is all about putting a puzzle together, which can be quite difficult.
Yeah. It literally looks like a puzzle, like the editing. Yeah.
In this editing session, Apurva and I spent the entire time trying to figure out a new beginning for the documentary based off of the notes she was given in her editing class. Alright, we just finished editing for the day. I'm brain dead.
Same, but I have like 2 more meetings tonight, so that's fun.
Our progress of the doc so far, since we last chatted,
is that we went back to the old cut instead of doing something new.
We made different versions of the same film with different beginnings.
We tried it 6 different times, but we ended up going back to the very first one that we had.
So we did a whole bunch of work only to be back where we
started. But it's fine. Like we do have some small changes, so it's not completely the same, but it's fine.
That's the beauty of filmmaking.
Yes.
Alright guys, I am now home. I actually came home to a package in the mail. So I am going to open this right now. The book I got is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I actually already read this book last year. However, I didn't own my own copy of this book. I actually borrowed this book from my friend. But I absolutely love the book so much that I had to get myself my own copy, and I finally did. This book is probably my favorite book I've ever read so far. It's so good. I will recommend this book to anyone. I will 100% be reading this book again myself. It is currently 10 p.m. and I am extremely tired, so I think I'm just gonna go to bed early. Good night. On Thursday, I was feeling like having a chill morning, so I decided to read my book. Alright guys, so tomorrow I will be going on to a student film set. Actually, I will be working on that set for the next 4 days. So of course, that means today I need to start packing some of the things I will need for this shoot. And I thought I would just show you some of the things I need to take with me to set. So on this production, I am the sound recordist. For all my sound gear, I will be using the school's equipment. But there are a couple things that I need to bring myself, either because the school doesn't provide it, or just because I prefer to use my own as opposed to the school's. The first thing I am bringing from home is this strap. This is actually not proper sound gear. It's actually a camera strap. So the sound recorder the school provides is actually a handheld device. During the shoot, holding that device is not ideal just because I need to hold the boom microphone too. So I attached this shoulder strap to the recorder so I can wear it. That way I can have my hands free to hold the boom. I'm also bringing with me my slate. This is actually something the school provides, but I don't like using the schools just because the slates at school are super crusty. They've just been used by so many people that the dry erase marker doesn't even erase off the board anymore. Because I'm doing sound, I also bring a ton of batteries with me. All of the sound gear takes AA batteries, and the equipment drains the battery so quickly. So every time I go into a set to do sound, I always have to bring a ton of batteries with me. The last thing I am taking with me to set is gaff tape. The difference between this kind of tape and duct tape is that gaff tape, when you stick it onto something and when you remove it after, it doesn't leave a sticky residue like duct tape would. Yeah, so that is everything I am taking with me to set. For the rest of the day, I spent it doing as much schoolwork as possible just because I knew I wouldn't have the time to do it when I went on set over the weekend. Friday was our first day of shooting. The shoot lasted until Monday. I didn't get to film much over the 4 days just because it was a busy time, but here are a couple behind the scene moments from the shoot. On day 1, we shot a fun scene in the garage with a punching bag. On day 2 and day 3, we shot all the scenes in the living room and the bedroom. On day 4, we shot all the exteriors. These scenes didn't need any sound, so instead of being the sound recordist, I was the drone operator. I must say, flying a drone is actually so fun. This day was a super chill shoot, and it was just nice to finish the shoot this way. And that, my friends, is a week in my life in film school. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye now!